Three of the world's major religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, shape the lives of more than half of the global population. Their sacred texts, traditions, and teachings have influenced art, culture, politics, and philosophy for centuries. But what many don't realize is that these faiths are deeply connected. They were born in the same part of the world, share many of the same stories, and all trace their roots back to the figure of Abraham. In this video, we'll explore the beginnings of these religions, how they developed, and what unites them, as well as what sets them apart. Section 1. The Patriarch Abraham. To understand these three religions, we start with Abraham. In Judaism, Abraham is the father of the covenant, a promise between God and his descendants, the Israelites. He leaves his homeland to follow God's call, a journey of faith that sets the foundation for the Jewish people. In Christianity, Abraham is celebrated as a model of faith, someone who trusted God's promises even when they seemed impossible. For Muslims, Abraham, known as Ibrahim, is a prophet who showed complete submission to the will of Allah, even being willing to sacrifice his son when commanded. Though the stories differ on details, the heart of Abraham's legacy is obedience and trust in one God. This shared reverence is why Christianity, Islam, and Judaism are often called the Abrahamic religions. His story is the seed from which three faiths would grow. Section 2. Judaism. The first of the three. Judaism is the oldest of the three faiths, with roots stretching back over 3,000 years. Central to Judaism is the covenant made at Mount Sinai when Moses received the 10 Commandments and the Torah, the law that would guide the people of Israel. The story of liberation from slavery in Egypt, celebrated in Passover, became a powerful symbol of God's faithfulness. Jerusalem, with its temple, became the heart of Jewish worship, where sacrifices and festivals brought the community together. Even after the destruction of the temple and centuries of exile, Jewish identity endured through the Hebrew Bible, synagogue worship, and traditions passed from generation to generation. Judaism emphasizes living according to God's law, ethical behavior, justice, and community faithfulness as a way of honoring that ancient covenant. Section 3. Christianity. From Judaism to global faith. Christianity began as a movement within Judaism in the 1st century. Its founder, Jesus of Nazareth, taught love of God and neighbor, compassion for the poor, and forgiveness of sins. His followers believed he was the long-awaited Messiah, fulfilling the prophecies of the Hebrew Bible. After his crucifixion, his disciples proclaimed that he had risen from the dead, and this belief became the cornerstone of Christian faith. Christianity's message quickly spread across the Roman Empire, carried by missionaries like Paul. Over time, Christians compiled their sacred writings into what is now known as the New Testament. Despite periods of persecution, Christianity grew rapidly, and by the 4th century, it became the official religion of the empire. From a small sect in Judea, it transformed into a global faith that would shape philosophy, art, and law for centuries to come. Section 4. Islam, a new revelation. In the 7th century, Islam emerged in the Arabian Peninsula. Muslims believe the Prophet Muhammad received revelations from Allah through the angel Gabriel. These words, later compiled into the Quran, form the heart of Islam. Islam recognizes prophets from earlier traditions, including Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, but teaches that Muhammad is the final prophet, bringing the complete and unaltered message of God. The faith emphasizes submission to Allah, worship, and living according to divine guidance. The 5 pillars, profession of faith, prayer, fasting during Ramadan, giving to the poor, and pilgrimage to Mecca, shape the rhythm of Muslim life. Within a century, Islam spread rapidly across the Middle East, North Africa, and into Asia and uniting diverse peoples under a shared faith and culture. Section 5. Shared beliefs and key differences. Though Christianity, Islam, and Judaism are distinct, they share striking similarities. All three are monotheistic, worshiping one God who is seen as creator, sustainer, and judge. All honor prophets, value prayer, and emphasize moral living, yet they diverge in key ways. Judaism focuses on God's covenant with Israel and following the Torah. Christianity proclaims salvation through Jesus Christ, whose life, death, and resurrection are central to faith. Islam emphasizes the submission to Allah and obedience to the Quran and Hadith. Their sacred languages, Hebrew, Greek, and Latin, and Arabic, carry deep spiritual meaning. These differences have at times led to conflict, but they also highlight the unique paths each faith has taken in search of truth. The stories of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism show us that these religions are like branches from the same tree. They share roots in Abraham and the Middle East, yet they have grown in different directions, each shaping the world in profound ways. Together, they've influenced laws, ethics, culture, and human history. Understanding their origins helps us see not only where they differ, but also where they connect. In a world often divided by faith, remembering that these three traditions share common ground reminds us of something greater, that humanity is bound together by its search for God, for meaning, and for hope. If you enjoyed this video, please consider a like, a share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.